All praises to the Most High. I am just practicing and I'm getting ready to do a reading. It's a practice reading for my, though I believe it'll resonate maybe in some way with me. It's still a practice reading. So anyway, thank you, Father. I pray that all of the messages done on this morning will come through for our highest good. I'm going to shuffle once more because I don't like the way that last one went through. But yeah. Okay. So that's that. I'm going to move just Rose, you can go in here by yourself. Just so I can have more room on my little bitty table. I will be getting myself a bigger table somehow. I will be getting a stand for pendulums as well. But for now, they all have to go in the same place until I'm able to do better. I'll be right back because I need to figure out what spread I'm going to do. So I'm going to try out a basic spread on myself. So a basic relationship spread, it'll be 5 cards. I got to cut my cards. Let me make some adjustments here. All right. Thank you, Most High, that all these readings this morning will give some very clear insight on my relationship, and not only just my relationship, but others who this may resonate with, as well as some spiritual guidance for our healing and our soul's journey and purpose that will move us to action for our highest good. So be it. One. We need cards for my relationship, cards for my relationship for now, for mental connection for me and my lover, mental connection for me and my lover. Now we need insight about our spiritual connection for me and my lover. The spiritual connection for me and my lover. Wait, this is supposed to be the physical attraction, mental connection, spiritual and emotional connection. There's something else I'm missing. Let me go back and look at my little notes. Okay, I'm not missing nothing. It's only a 4 card spread. And now we need a card to represent our long term potential. Give us some insight on our long term potential. Insight on our long term potential. Okay. The first card, I feel like I didn't do exactly like these, and the only difference is that I wasn't talking out loud, but hopefully it'll still resonate in some way, shape, or form. So here we go. Okay, so I'll be back. I have to look up most of these cards' meanings um, to get my just to get the basic understanding of what they mean. This one I know, but some of the other ones I need to. And then I'll come back with my own interpretations. I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back and I am really excited about this because basically I know for myself personally, this definitely seems to resonate with the things that are going on with me in my own personal relationship. But I hope that it'll also resonate for others. So without further ado, here we go. In the first position, which is no, it's not a question. This is talking about the physical attraction between me or between either of us, the listener or myself. This is talking about our initial physical attraction and maybe even our physical attraction even up until this point. My spirit is saying it's even up until this point. Um, so here we go. It is the 4 of Pentacles. And basically, the understanding of this card as a feeling or as feelings that resonates the most with me is the fact that this person is guarded with their feelings. They're guarded right now. Um, of course, it could be for any number of reasons. For some, it could be because maybe you two are not supposed, like it's a relationship that might be disapproved of for some people. And for others, it could be a serious committed relationship, but where in times past for this person, or even for you, like for myself, we have been hurt. And so we are taking our time, or not even just being, well, yeah, I'd have to say being hurt and then learning your lessons from it. So you learned to be wise and to guard your feelings. This could also be guarding feelings for the point of, um, like almost like control. For some, I can say that you're guarding your feelings because of control issues. Like you have been hurt so much in the past that you choose to not give anyone else control over you by them knowing your true feelings. Now, of course, the bad thing about that is, or what it could be, the bad thing could be that your partner, could feel that you don't care as much, even if you really do. But what I'm also picking up from this card is look at the guy's face. It's like he's really sitting there and he is thinking. He almost looks sad, like, man, I want to tell this person, I want to tell him or her how I feel, but, you know, I feel this need to guard my feelings. Whether it could be in times past, they were open and it wasn't reciprocated or received well, or if someone could have hurt them even after they opened up. But it's kind of like this, they desire to be open, but they feel that it's wiser at this time to still be guarded in their feelings. I get the vibe that they could still not be sure about where this relationship is going to go. um they don't know for sure, like, and it may not be on their part, it could be on the part of their love interest, so that'd be you and me. So it's not like they don't care. They probably care a great deal, but they feel the need to guard their feelings and their emotions concerning you or myself. So that is the physical attraction. The mental connection, we got the Knight of Swords upright. And basically, the mental connection for me, this talks about just enjoying the meeting of the minds. Like, it's not a problem that you guys don't see things exactly the same. You both enjoy the differences of opinion. You just enjoy the mental sparring and the mental you enjoy the debates. You don't run away from them. It's not a problem for you guys to argue peaceably, or maybe even if you get passionate with the arguments, like, it doesn't take away from the connection at all. It's not something that is a negative per se, at least not right now. At least not right now. But something, an old saying, or adage, I believe it is the same reasons that you like a person can also be the same reasons that you dislike them. So, truth is, when it comes to relationships, the same things that we like about a person can also be the same things that frustrate us. So I'm not saying this is negative or bad at all, but again, that's just kind of how it tends to work. So you guys are not strangers to heated, passionate discussions and or debates. You live for them. You enjoy them. You like them. So the mental connection to me is one of strength, actually, I would say, because um, even if you guys disagree, it doesn't mean that y'all just not gonna be together or something like that. It's just y'all disagree. It is what it is. We both stand firm on what we believe, and that's that. But it's like sexy and attractive to each of you. Also, this horse is fast. This guy is moving fast. So this is just like something, this connection is a quick one. Y'all minds probably both go like this. You're both quick thinkers. You're both witty, and things of that nature. So that's what I get for the mental connection. Um, I don't know. For some reason, I'm kind of being led to talk about what signs this could be. And when I'm looking at the card to try to see if I see any animals or anything like that. But all I keep seeing are like doubles or two things. So I'm just gonna say this could be Gemini. This could be a Gemini, or maybe just some other type of air sign, because I know swords um can sometimes deal with the need to be blunt, the need to be direct, the need to be swift with making decisions. Not saying that that's only Gemini. Of course, this can probably apply to almost any sign, but I don't know. I felt the need. I was being led to try to choose a sign. So I'm just going to be on the safe side and say air signs. In the spiritual and emotional connection, what came up was the Five of Swords in reverse. Now, I didn't really see anything about the Five of Swords in reverse, but what I did see about the Five of Swords itself is that this is usually a connection where, it's like where both parties are kind of like testing and trying each other. Like, um, they are both trying to have some form of control in the situation for their own respective reasons. At the beginning of this reading, it was that they were guarded. And I would say that this could apply to both parties involved, not just one person or the other. Take what resonates and leave what does not. But this could have been both of you guys' energy at the beginning of your union. You both were guarded. You both, were kind of not so quickly sharing your feelings. So anyway, now later in this spiritual and emotional connection, there could have been a time where you guys both have been trying to operate with control over the other person, maybe one more than the other. And so what I get from this is that the one who's holding all three of the swords, that's the one who tried to have the most amount of dominance and control psychologically, emotionally. you know this was the person who was trying to really run everything, but from a kind of covert way. But it wasn't quite covert because their actions still, or the things that they said, Swords to me, even though I know ones can deal with communication and stuff too, Swords deals with communication to me as well, but it's like more kind of mean, more cutting a little bit, can get you to your core type stuff. So these are the things to me. Swords will probably deal with those conversations that may be uncomfortable for people, people in relationships. So this person could tend to, or both of you guys could make each other feel uncomfortable with the information that you had to tell each other, whether it was the truth or not. It was cutting. It wasn't always tempered with being concerned about the other person's feelings. Both of you operated in this type of way, but one had more of it than the other person. So this person who's walking away, or these people, I could say, just represent the same. These people walking away, they were the ones who, yeah, they could have been trying to act like they wanted to be, or to have this emotional control, but they're really not that type of person. It just came out of them because of maybe past hurts, past relationships, and they're really lovers. That's what the spirit. That's what intuition is giving me. These people, or this person, is really truly a lover. They were trying to play this game. This person right here, while they can also be just as big a lover as they are this person, they have been doing this and operating in this vein of having emotional control or dominance over themselves and others for a really, really, really long time, to the point to where they have become this kind of cutting, cold, they'll make fun of you about, stuff that's important to you type ish. And then they'll try to reel it back in because, yeah, they see that they hurt you and they do still care about you a lot and they want you in their space, but under their control. They want you to think like them. And if you don't think like them, there's a problem. They want you that even if you don't think like them, they want you to think about, they want you to do what it is that they think you should do to please them. That'll make them feel like you love them. That'll make them feel like you respect and care for them. And you also, on your side, you try to do the same thing, but more, it was still from a it was from a more loving place for you, but it was still control for you, even nonetheless. But because that's not really who you are, you still lose. And they lose too, because they really care about you. But that need to feel in control of themselves and someone else is more important. It is overall more important than the relationship. It's not really, and we really know that in real life, but these people are still operating from ego, still operating from fear and things like that. Whereas you were doing that too. And when I say you, know that I'm including myself. We had our way of doing that as well, but it wasn't on the same level as this person. But the truth is that we both lose. Nobody's winning here. Everybody is a loser, right? But with this being in the reverse in the spiritual connection, so in spiritual and emotional connection, this person is definitely trying to, let's say they were trying to have the emotional upper hand, both spiritually and emotionally concerning you. So that was getting in your mind. That was, trying to make sure that, yeah, I care about you. I want you to know that. And basically they would stop at no lengths to do this. So if that meant they felt like they needed to hurt your feelings at a point in time, break you down, and then come back and let you know, look, I don't mean to do this and that and the third, but it's just that this, that, and the third. This is that energy, right? But it's in the reverse. So what that's saying to me, what that is saying to me, I'm really picking up that you, a lot of us are gonna have to walk away. This is definitely my life now, so trust me, it's real. Um, we are going to have to walk away. We got to heal ourselves. So that's what the walking away is going to be about. Our walking away will cause them to look like, okay, it'll like cause them to like stop, look, and listen for the first time ever with us. Not saying that, who knows if this is going to be long term or if it'll actually help them heal as well. Because the reason that they're acting in this way, that they got to be the upper hand person, that they got to be the one to, you know, make the most dramatic impact on the other person, is because they themselves need healing. It's not even really nothing personal. Nevertheless, your walking away, our walking away, is going to be what causes them to stop, look, and listen for the first time, and maybe, because everything is choice, and maybe begin the catalyst for their own healing. It's happening because this is in the reverse to me. So what's going to happen is our walking away and going to focus on ourselves and heal ourselves and just walking away from this mental and emotional struggle for power over the other person. It's going to be the catalyst for both of our healing. It's going to cause them to, oh, wait a minute. Okay. Because I really care about this person. What's going on? Maybe I shouldn't have did that. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. It's going to be a lot of thoughts and stuff like that to cause them to realize that that is the way that they have been operating is not the best, you know? It's just not the best. And that it's not that important. That is ultimately not that important. It's not bigger than the love that you guys shared. It's not bigger than the love and relationship that you wanted to build. And so they will come out of that. So that's what is for the spiritual and emotional connection, where there was trying to be the control from both parties in their own ways. Both of you guys will be releasing that. One person's walking away will start the um, other person's releasing those types of behaviors. And I believe that means that there will be an opportunity for the meeting again, and those egotistical behaviors, those behaviors that come from fear and trauma, will be gone. And then we also had the Knight of Pentacles also in reverse. Um, Let me think about what this was again. I'll be right back. Okay, so for me, one of the meanings of this card that resonated a great deal was that okay, first of all, this is in the position of whether or not this relationship is going to be long term or not, right? If it has longevity. And what I get from this, first of all, the young lady was explaining how the Knight of Pentacles works. And as a person, this person is a very meticulous person. They take their time. There is no rushing this person because they want to be sure of their connection. They want to be sure that you are a fit for them. So they want to make sure that, okay, do we have the same type of beliefs? What is it that you like to do, so I can see how it lines up with what it is that I like to do, right? But even more so, they can also be very stubborn people, slow moving people, slow to act. And they are also people who resist change. They resist change. They are more than happy to have a routine. Now, whether that is emotionally or what have you, or even physically, they are okay with routines. In fact, it's like routine helps them to focus, or routine helps them to feel like they're productive. So in this regard, I'm going to go with the fact that they are stubborn and that they resist change, right? Well, in the reverse, I believe that this means that this resistance to change, this stubborn, I'm going to say that it also applies to even beliefs in the connection. Um, this person could very well have been a very traditional person, like the man has to do this and the woman has to do this. And if they don't, it was a problem. If they didn't, if their love interest didn't believe that, okay, this is your role, then it could be an issue. They saw their mate as, I don't know, maybe just opposition to them. What I believe this means in the reverse is that they will be coming out of this fear of change. I believe that they are going to come out of this stubbornness, that they're going to um that, okay, so here's what I'm getting. That that this break that I believe is going to happen and I do believe that also with this being in the spiritual and emotional section, I do believe that this is going to be a healing process. I also believe that this is going to be the transformation. This will be very important. So due to this, right, it's going to actually cause the relationship to flourish. Thank you, Spirit. It's going to actually cause the relationship to flourish because as of now, as it stands, if both of these cards were in the upright position to me, I would say that it still meant stubbornness, right? Um, for this person who feels the need to always have the control and the upper hand in the circumstances, right? They love you, but they still feel this way. So with these both being in reverse, I really feel like this moving on in a way, walking away from that type of connection is literally what is really going to bring the longevity of this relationship. Because either if it was in the upright, it wouldn't work to me. It wouldn't work. It would mean that the only way I'll say, this is what my spirit is picking up. The only way that this type of relationship could work in the with these both being in the upright position is if both of you guys were totally okay with the fact that y'all both was trying to manipulate each other. So basically, if there was no change to come, if you didn't want to change your behaviors, if y'all felt like that was good and you both were not willing to change, that would be the only way the other relationship, that would be the only way that in the upright with these same meanings of stubbornness, trying to have the upper hand, the other person still also operating in control, but at a lesser way, that would be the only way that this could work to me, which would be a very dysfunctional and toxic relationship. But thankfully, that's not what's happening. These things will be changing. So the spiritual and emotional connection is going to be healed by the one who isn't too far gone and like this way. When that person walks away, decides to heal themselves, it'll be the catalyst for this person healing and ultimately changing the outcome of the relationship. That's what I get. That's what spirit gives me. This is going to be a turnaround that is going to be beautiful. Um, this person will not resist change that much anymore. They'll understand. They'll be way more understanding. Um, they just gonna. I feel like the phrase that's coming up to me is loosen up. They're gonna loosen up a great deal. They're gonna loosen up a great deal, and it's really gonna be beautiful for the longevity and the continuation of you guys' relationship. So that's what I have. That's what Spirit has given me so far for the meaning of this card of these cards. So let me go ahead and do a summary, which is what I like to do with all the cards once I finish. Here we go. We're gonna do a reading. Or the summary of the reading. Here goes nothing. Initially, this relationship started off guarded. Could have been for both parties or just one. You were guarding your feelings, guarding your thoughts, guarding even maybe your dreams, because in times past, it's not worked well for you when you were, or yeah, when you've been open, or for some people, they've never been the person to open up emotionally like that, and it's been a struggle for them from the beginning, even though they are strongly attracted to this person and they really think that this person is who they want to be with. The mental connection, you guys both totally enjoy your passionate, heated discussions and or debates. They are everything for you guys. They can also be the same reasons y'all can't really stand each other, but it's not like detrimental to the relationship. It really works. It works to keep it fresh, fun, and exciting. And exciting. You both are quick with it and all that good stuff. And it just works. Um, in the spiritual emotional connection, there has been some manipulation and control on both parties. One again was a little lesser than the other one. One is way more emotional and expressive, and so their kind of control, um, they were never trying to control from this place of hurting the other person. It was more so for them because they have been hurt. The other person has also been hurt, but they have also been the one to have such they've also been the one to want to manipulate and control. And they've been that way for a really, really, really long time. Like, I also, something that just came up is the other person that's in this card can also represent their past relationships. Even in their past relationships, people have walked away from them for the same reasons, for the same exact reasons. And it's like they haven't learned their lesson. But it seems that this time around, because I don't know what it is, it could be the fact that they've done this so many times that they're going to finally have to realize when you walk away. Like, when you walk away for whatever reason, for your own healing purposes, it is really going to be the catalyst for their healing. So this really needs to happen. And as a result of you and the spiritual connection and emotion trying to heal the situation for yourself and for them, it is going to totally change the dynamic and the outcome of your relationship. I do believe that this relationship had longevity over it from the beginning, but it's not going to be that toxic energy anymore. It is going to be changed for the better. Your person is going to loosen up. That's what spirit had come to me. They are going to loosen up. They are going to not be afraid of change anymore. They are going to not be so stubborn with their own beliefs about what the relationship is supposed to be like, what it's supposed to look like, what the woman is supposed to do, what the man is supposed to do. It is going to be able to flow according to what you two grow into. That's the reading. Wow. So the phrase that just came to me that I feel is going to be the title of this is going to grow. Going to grow. And the going is not like as in you're going to grow. It's like you're leaving to grow. Your leaving will cause growth to this whole relationship. All praises to the Most High. That is this relationship reading. I'm going to say it's general. That's the relationship reading. Shalom.